The information shared on the Go Beyond Therapy podcast is provided for informational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice, therapy, or medical care. While we aim to share helpful strategies and insights, it's important to remember that every child and family is unique. While we encourage listeners to consult with qualified professionals who can provide personal guidance based on their specific circumstances, any strategies or approaches discussed are general suggestions and may not be suitable for everyone. We disclaim any liability for reliance on the information shared in this podcast and remind listeners to use their own judgment when applying any ideas or strategies mentioned. Welcome to the Go Beyond Therapy podcast, where we dive into the heart of supporting children with diverse needs. I'm Samantha Taylor, a pediatric occupational therapist, passionate about helping children and families thrive. This podcast is all about creating a welcoming space for our entire disability community. From families, therapists, disability support workers, and anyone dedicated to supporting children on their unique journeys. At Go Beyond Therapy, we believe in empowering families at every stage. Through this podcast, we'll explore practical strategies and share valuable resources like tools and education approaches that can make a meaningful impact. We'll connect with other professionals, parents, and advocates who are all working towards building a more inclusive and supportive community for our kids. Whether you're navigating everyday challenges, looking for new approaches, or just need a reminder that you're not alone, you're in the right place. Hi, and welcome back to another episode. If your head is spinning with all the talk about the NDIS changes lately, you're definitely not alone. Whether you're a parent navigating the system for your child, or if you're someone working in the disability space supporting families, this episode is for you. Because while we wait for more clarity, many of us are sitting in this uncomfortable space between not sure what's coming, not sure how to plan, and this sense of worry that's really hard to shake. Today, I want to hold space for that, not to fix it, but to acknowledge it and what it's like to live in the unknown, and offer a few gentle, real-world ways to take care of yourself in the middle of all this. Because if anything's for certain, is that the NDIS changes are only just beginning. Let's slow things down just for a minute and really sit with this. Anxiety and stress around change isn't just about what's new, it's about what might be lost. So for parents, that might sound like, what if my child loses the support that's finally been making a difference? What if we have to start from scratch again? I don't have the energy to fight the system anymore. For therapists, support workers, and coordinators, it might be like, how do I keep supporting families when I don't know what's coming? What if my role changes or my capacity shrinks? How do I hold space for others when I'm feeling just as unsure? These are real human fears, and when we sit in limbo, not knowing what to expect, but knowing things are changing, it can stir up a mix of dread, grief, and helplessness. This kind of uncertainty isn't just stressful, it's exhausting. Because even when the future's unclear, life keeps going. You're still packing lunch boxes, still showing up to appointments, still making sure the paperwork gets done, still chasing the next goal or calming the latest meltdown. And that creates what I call background anxiety. It hums in the background, in the system, even when things look calm on the surface. But when we don't name it, it starts to seep into our sleep, our patience, our hope. So let's name it here. This is a lot. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed, and you don't need to carry it alone. I'm even going to borrow a couple of minutes of your time right now. You're obviously found a little bit of time in all the craziness to listen to this podcast episode. So I'm going to piggyback off it just for a minute, and we're going to take a moment together to pause. So wherever you are right now, walking, driving, please be mindful if you are driving, folding laundry, or just sitting with a cup of tea, see if you can bring your attention gently back to this moment. You don't need to close your eyes, and please don't if you're driving. You don't need to be still, just be here with me. Start by noticing your body. Feel your feet. Are they on the floor or your body supported by a chair? If it feels okay, take a slow, steady breath through your nose and a long, gentle breath through your mouth. Let your shoulders drop just a little. Let your jaw soften. Let your hands rest where they are. And know you don't have to do anything right now. Just be. Notice your senses. Now bring your attention to what is around you through your senses. Can you name one thing you see? One thing you hear? Or one thing you feel? You don't have to go searching. Just gently notice. That might be the sound of your child in the next room, or the feel of your clothes against your skin, or a bit of sunlight coming through the window. Let these things anchor you right here, right now. Do you find you're holding tension somewhere in your body? Is it in your shoulders? Is it in your back? Is it in your feet? Check in with your body. Start at the top. Feel the weight of your head. Are your eyelids heavy? Is your mouth dry? And slowly move further down towards your neck and your shoulders. Feel the weight of your arms. Feel your breath move in and out of your body. Is it fast-paced? Is it slow and steady? Is it somewhere in between? Move towards your belly and your diaphragm. Are there butterflies? Is there nerves? Is there stress? Move towards your legs now. Are they tired? Are they tired from walking around? Are they tired from holding you up? If so, rest. Take this moment to check in with your body and notice how your body feels in this moment. Now let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale slowly and gently exhale. Again, in and out. And one more time, slower if you can, in and out. There's no right way to do this. The goal isn't calm or quiet, it's just being present with yourself for a moment. And now, just for a few seconds, place your hand on your chest or somewhere that feels comforting and silently say to yourself, I'm doing the best I can. It's okay to feel what I feel, and this moment will pass. You can repeat those words or change them to something that fits where you are today. When you're ready, take one final breath. Let your eyes gently turn to what is in front of you. Let your mind come back to your day. Just be a little steadier. Now, we are going to continue with the podcast episode, but if you need to, feel free to pause the episode and just be in this moment. Take the time that you've put aside to listen and just be. So, how do we hold steady when everything around us feels unsteady? These ideas aren't to fix anything. They are just gentle nudges and reminders that you still have choices and you still deserve support. So, number 1, let yourself pause. You don't have to be across every change, every rumor, every headline. It's okay to step back for the day or for the week and just focus on your own well-being. Unplug when you need to. Your worth as a parent or a professional is not tied to how up to date you are. Number 2, come back with what is solid. The relationship you've built with your child, the trust between you and your team, the progress, no matter how big or small, that's already been made. Write it down if you need to. A little list of what is still true, what is still tangible, and what you can focus on will be fantastic to keeping you focused and grounded. Number 3 is to connect with someone who understands. Whether it's a parent you've met through a group program, a trusted therapist, a co-worker who gets it, connection is protective. Even a 10-minute chat where you don't have to explain everything can make a big difference. Chatting things through and getting them off your chest will really help in this situation. Be kind to your nervous system. When we're bracing for impact, we often stay on alert without realizing it. We've got so much adrenaline pumping through our bodies that the moment we take a little moment to stop, we just fall in a heap. That all this can then turn into burnout, fatigue, and even feeling numb, which doesn't help anyone. Try small grounding practices. So sit outside for 5 minutes and notice what you hear. Put your feet flat on the floor and take 3 slow, big, deep breaths. Choose one small thing you can finish today and then let that be enough. These aren't self-care hacks, they're nervous system resets, and they really matter. Focus on your sphere of influence. In times of uncertainty, focusing on what is in your control can help reduce helplessness. That might mean asking your therapist to explain what they know so far, reaching out to advocacy groups like Every Australian Counts or Reframing Autism, speaking up at a planning meeting or emailing your local MP, or it might be something far simpler as saying no to a new commitment, leaving the laundry for the following day, giving yourself permission to not have it all figured out. Action doesn't always look like advocacy. Sometimes it looks like rest. You're not expected to have all the answers. None of us do right now. But you are allowed to protect your energy, to care for your nervous system, and hold on to the heart of why you do what you do. Whether you're advocating for your child or working to support others, at Go Beyond Therapy, we're holding space for this too, for ourselves, for our team, and for our families. A good place to go from here is we are running a NDIS webinar on the changes that we're noticing here at Go Beyond Therapy and within the NDIS space, both from a parent's perspective, but also from a clinician's perspective. That webinar is happening in May, later this year. If you're listening to this podcast episode post-May, feel free to head to our website. The recording will be under our resources tab. Feel free to sign up to the webinar from there and have a listen to the changes that we're experiencing in May. Now, please note that this is in May. Things change very quickly in the NDIS space, that there'll come a time where the webinar in May will no longer be applicable. So just be mindful of that as well. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for spending some time with me. I know life can be full on and I appreciate you being here. If today's episode has resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with someone who might need to hear it too. And if you want to keep the conversation going, you can find me over at our socials or on our website. Remember, you're doing an incredible job and you're not alone in this journey. Until next time, take care and be kind to yourself.